Chapter 24. Being played by her is their honor. Outside the tightly closed bedroom door, Ava yawned at the door. She listened to Adrian inside the room making a phone call to Grace, explaining that the person who answered the phone was just his secretary. A mocking smile curved her lips. Sure enough, all crows under heaven were equally black. She shrugged her shoulders, turned around and went downstairs. When she reached the living room, Mrs. Lynn had just finished cleaning up and was preparing to go shower. Seeing that Ava was leaving, she quickly approached. "Ava, it's so late. Are you still going back?" "Something came up at the dance company. I need to go back." Hearing this, Mrs. Lynn immediately brought over Ava's bag and handed it to her. "Be careful driving at night." Ava sweetly thanked her, told Mrs. Lynn to rest early, and then left. Not long ago, she had received a message from Ms. Ray that a girl in the dance company was getting married and wanted to quit the company. They had a performance next month, and her sudden departure from a relatively important position would significantly impact the show. As the principal dancer and company director, she naturally couldn't ignore this. She floored the accelerator and quickly returned to the dance company. In the practice room, a group of people were gathered around the girl who wanted to leave. Seeing her arrive, they all looked at her like a savior, automatically clearing a path for her. "Ava!" Jushin only made eye contact with Ava briefly before quickly lowering her head. Miss Ray patted Ava's shoulder. "You two talk." After speaking, she signaled to the others. After everyone left, the practice room returned to quiet. Ava took out water from her bag and handed it to Jushin. "Drink some water first before we talk." Jushin hummed in acknowledgement. She took the water, opened it, and took a small sip. Ava sat cross-legged on the floor, and Jushin sat down as well. "I'm sorry, Ava. I've let you down." Hearing this, Ava's brow furrowed. Her sweet, soft voice had turned somewhat cold. "I am indeed quite disappointed in you, wanting to quit the company because of marriage. But you haven't let down my expectations. When it comes to dancing, I don't place expectations on anyone. I only place all my expectations on myself. What you've let down is the you who desperately practiced ballet since childhood, the you who practiced until your feet were deformed and you didn't dare wear sandals but still loved ballet. You giving up ballet doesn't have much impact on me, nor on the dance company. Although finding a replacement and re-rehearsing will take some effort, you know me. As long as I'm here, there won't be any problems with the performance. The company's performance will still be as perfect as every previous one. But I can't guarantee whether your marriage will be perfect." Jushin buried her hands in her palms. She and Ava had been in the same dance company abroad. A large part of why she could get such good treatment at their current company after returning to the country was because of Ava. It was Ava who brought her into the company. As Ava said, she had practiced dancing desperately since childhood. She wasn't like Ava. She didn't have high talent in ballet, but she loved it enough and worked hard enough. That's how she got the opportunity. The reason she didn't tell Ava about quitting immediately was because she felt too ashamed to face her. "We've been together for 8 years. If we don't get married now, we'll face breaking up." Warm tears spilled from between Jushin's fingers. "Ava, I don't want to break up with him." So she compromised. Ava said in a low voice, "Jeune, a man who truly loves you would never put you in such a difficult position to choose. Give me an answer by tomorrow night. If you choose to leave, I'll select a new person to replace you." She pulled out a tissue and handed it to Jushin. "This is your life and you should be the one to decide. But as a friend, I want to give you some advice." Jushin looked up, looking at Ava through teary eyes. The girl who was usually sunny and easygoing had a serious and earnest expression on her pure face as she said, "The only person you can rely on in this world is yourself. Don't try to find security from others." After leaving the dance company, Ava went home. Although she had told Jushin to give her an answer tomorrow, she was very clear. Jushin wouldn't stay. Finding someone to replace Jushin in a short time would be quite difficult. Although Jushin wasn't the talented type, her effort was incomparable to ordinary people. She'd gotten to know Jushin abroad precisely because of Jushin's desperate determination. After working so hard for so many years, to give up because of a man, Ava could only say that being a hopeless romantic was indeed incurable. "Where did you go again? Coming home so late every day. Do you have any sense of propriety?" Monica sat in the living room, looking seriously at her younger daughter who had just walked in. Mom, coming home so late is naturally because of a date. Come sit down. I have something to tell you. Monica took a deep breath, looked at the seat beside her, indicating for her daughter to come over. Ava didn't know what her mother was up to, but she still walked over with a smile. Today, Mom actually has something to say to me. I'm truly honored. She leaned against the sofa, her tone casual. Beneath the casualness was a hint of mockery. Monica naturally didn't catch this. Her mind was entirely on her eldest daughter. Thinking of her eldest daughter's pale face not long ago, even if her daughter didn't say anything, she could sensitively feel it was related to Adrian. Help me keep an eye on whether there are any women around Adrian. He and your sister are about to get engaged. We can't have any problems at this critical moment. She hadn't initially thought of her younger daughter for this. After all, her younger daughter was Adrian's first love. But thinking of the recent rumors about her younger daughter dating the newly returned youngest son of the Hale family, she let down her guard. Adrian is cheating? Ava feigned surprise, covering her mouth. Monica glared fiercely at her daughter. Don't talk nonsense! Ava spread her hands, looking very innocent. Mom, you just asked me to monitor whether there are women around Adrian. Doesn't that mean you've noticed something wrong? Monica, don't be glib with me. Then she put on a serious face again. Since you're involved with the Hale family's youngest son, you should also settle down and stop mixing with those playboys you used to hang around with. They're all either keeping women outside or have fiancés arranged by their families. You're a girl. You need to respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, which family in New Harbor would be willing to let you marry into their family as a daughter-in-law? Ava's ears were getting calloused from listening. Many years ago, after her mother discovered hickeys on her neck, she would recite this lecture every few days. Before marriage, you absolutely cannot spend the night with him, or you'll become worthless, understand? Monica said seriously. Ava almost rolled her eyes. Men were nothing special. Being played by her was their honor.